Another very small video right ahead on the hill there where the trees are, and I can just see the cairn sticking up. It's very white, it's low, it's not a big cairn, don't forget. I can see steep home and flat home. We've got up here now, so I'm going to allow myself to eat and drink any second now. I'm going to walk down there, then up to those trees, to the cairn. So far there's no one about here, but it could be full of people when I get up there, you know, like. But these are my beautiful hills. This is such a good place to see the combs here. This comb here, I came up, Somerton comb. Over the other side, going over there, you've got Slaughterhouse comb. Then you've got Shepherd's comb and Hodder's comb. And over this side, you've got what's called the solo tree. You've got Frog's comb coming back down here. Then leading into there, which I did not long ago, Lady's comb. Below Dowsbury Hill Fort, which I did not long ago either. Right on the hill, which you can't see, will be the trig point. North Hill, that's called. But here's our little hill. Hare, Knapp. On the 7th of October 2025, I'm revisiting. Now I do pass it, but I don't always go to the cairn. During the rest of the year, if I'm using this as a route, I don't always go to the cairn. I will bypass it. I'll do the lower track, or there's another track I do over there. I'm seeing it as a type of, not special in a nice way really, it's remembering what happened on October the 7th, 2023, when horror unfolded on our world. There's always lots of horror going on, by the way. There's things going on in different parts of the planet. A lot of horror going on. You know, you mustn't forget the Yemen, you mustn't forget parts of Africa. And a lot of it is women and children that suffer the most. We seem to be bashed about such a lot, abused. In England, we live in a bit of a bubble in many ways. You know, like I don't doubt that I'm allowed to walk here. You know, I am a free person. I was born free, and this is my country, which I love. And there are places around the world that are equally beautiful to the people that were born there. But a lot of people are repressed. They're not allowed out. You know, it's horrendous, folks. So this symbol up here, the cairn, is really hope. Hope for all those repressed people, especially the women around the world, particularly at the moment, Afghanistan. As I've mentioned before many times, I can understand these extremists. All extremists are extremists, and they shouldn't be in power. These people should not be in power. They have got no humanity in them. They are evil, and if there is a God, they don't represent anything like that. They represent evil. If they're evil, nothing to do with a devil with a tail and, you know, and breathing fire. Just human evil. It's got to be. And it's sad that we've been impregnated, our humanness, with this sort of thing that is somehow in the human being. This feeling of being like, when you lose your temper, you feel bad temper, don't you? You feel nasty for a while. You know, this is extremism in extreme. Over and out. Right, there's the cairn, everyone, right in front of me. Little white stones. There's a sheep waiting for me. Sheila's come. It's come to do a sermon on the cairn at Hare, Knapp. Hinkley Point, Steep Home, Flat Home, Weston-super-Mare, Sand Bay, Mendip Hills, my beautiful Quantock Hills, place of peace. And also don't forget, the Quantocks are one massive memorial and burial ground. Here there are many, many symbols. Even this one is symbolic of a burial mound. So that's why I chose this place to come to. But I used to come to it anyway, before any massacre or anything. I used to come to here and always place a stone for my family and friends and the world. That's what I'm doing again. And it made sense after I walked here that day unaware of the massacre and what was to come. I then, a year later, decided to mark this spot, this burial mound, a memorial place with the hill fort, the Iron Age people, the Saxons, the Vikings, and further back in time, the Neolithics. And there's a big stone. I've got a little stone in my pocket, but I'm taking it home. I'll just show you. This little stone here, little reddish sort of thing with a flat bottom. I'm going to keep that on a shelf or by my desk. That's my little stone I'm keeping for this place, to represent this place. But I see there's a stone. My original pink stone might still be here. There's a nice stone. A nice stone with a flat bottom to remember the people of Palestine who are being sacrificed. It's not sacrificed in a good way. They're facing genocide. And I'm on the Cairn. It is a bit low, the Cairn. Let's build it up a bit. And there's a nice red stone there. I'll put that one on the top. That's my big stone. I've built it up a bit, folks, because it was looking a bit knocked down. For peace, for the world, for my family, for children all over the place, and my great-great-grandson, my only great-grandchild that is just tottering on his little feet. When people his age are being massacred in another country, he's got to face the world in the future for us. So have my present grandchildren, all 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, and a 29-year-old grandchild. And my own children, my 4 beautiful kids, 1 son and 3 daughters. And I've got lovely friends I don't see very often. I never forget them though, and that's the living and dead. And the new friends, the new people now we're into the internet. Not artificial fake people, people that are real, and I have met them, so you know they're real. When they've given you a hug, you know they're real. For them as well. So here we are, folks. This is our beautiful Cairn up on Hare, Knapp, and look at my sheep. They've waited for me to come to talk to them. They're always here guarding the Cairn. Sometimes there are cattle up here. Right over there is the walk down to go into Shepherd's Combe and Hodder's Combe, and up through there back to Holford. I'm going to take another route today, I said to myself. Rather than go that way, I'm going down a very steep track, down to the stream where I often imagine my sister Jude sat. And she greets me there and she says goodbye to me there when I leave. So I'm taking a route I haven't done for a long time on the way back. So this is the 7th of October 2025, when over the 2-year period, many Palestinian people have been murdered. Many children mutilated, tortured, murdered. Many women, old people, tortured, murdered. Unarmed people. The extremists are the ones that are fighting each other, but it's the innocents who are being sacrificed. Alright, so I do worry about our country, which has been labelled the new Palestine, by the way, because we do support the people of Palestine. We don't really support any extremism. And I'm hoping that some of this Hamas lot can learn. I thought the Jewish people, their extremist leaders, would have learnt from the Holocaust. But no, they haven't. They haven't learnt a thing. They haven't learnt a thing. They had good masters, didn't they? In the fascist Hitler lot. Didn't they teach them well? Didn't they allow that massacre to legitimize their invasion of Palestine? It legitimized it. They allowed their own people to be slaughtered. And that's what I'm saying, and that's what I believe, and others do, but they won't say. They won't talk about it. We've got people being shoved in Israeli prisons who are sticking up for genocide, against genocide. So when I visit here, like throughout the year, I go, there's a path lower down there, I go that way, or I go that way. I look up here, okay, because to me this symbolises peace. I've put some stones on top to symbolise peace. Over and out on this beautiful day. Beautiful day with such awful significance. You know, it's heartbreaking, really. It's heartbreaking. And it's taken lots of the world so long to wake up to it. Because the media have been kept out. Those brave journalists and cameramen have been murdered, who represent other countries that have tried to go in and record what was happening. They kept the BBC out, but people get in. They are recording. And us lot out here, we are sharing what knowledge we have and how we want it all to end. I mean, there's other awful things going on. I mean, I'm not going into that now, but I want peace for the Ukraine. I want Russia to, for goodness sake, Russia, what's wrong with you? You were doing so well a few years back. Putin was being honoured all over the world. Come on. So, once again, this is for my family, for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandson, my great-great-grandson, I should say, my friends, all sorts of friends, people I love, people who have gone, my parents, other people in my life over the years. They're still with me now. They're standing here with me now. And the spirits of the living are with me, who I bond with. They're here. I'm going to have my own minute of silence.